This is Tager. I've arrived at the destination.
How does it look? Like a nice, orderly pile of crap?
I'm getting close to the slums. I don't expect public order to be maintained.
What makes you think there'd be any public order around here in the first place? The library doesn't give a damn about those people.
But I see a lot of undeveloped areas. I thought this place was scheduled to undergo massive development.
Well, plans change. Has to do with the Ikaruga conflict, I'll bet. This city is a victim of Sector 7's selfishness. Thinking bad thoughts, Tager? We're watching everything you do and everything you think, remember?
No, it's nothing. The 3 assets under Ikaruga control. I thought one of them was brought over here.
I'm sure the princess is dreaming deep in her iron pot by now. The guy they're calling the Grim Reaper, Ragna the Blood Edge. Word is he showed up in Kagutsuchi.
I see. So Hakumen came here for Ragna the Blood Edge, huh?
How the hell would I know? I could care less why he was there. I just wish he'd stop poking his nose where it doesn't belong. Guess that's too much to ask, though. Your mental activity spiked again. Stay focused here.
My neural waves should be within normal ranges. Stop worrying.
I'll stop complaining when you stop wasting time and get your shit together.
Roger that. Reassessing mission priorities. Primary objective, retrieve Hakumen. Secondary objective, obtain the Azure Grimoire. Only if the circumstances deem it possible.
Yeah, you got it. Worst case scenario, you can ditch the grimoire. I'd like to have a look at it someday, but it's not mission critical.
Aren't you a little too indifferent about the mighty Azure? I thought it was something that scientists like you are desperate to get.
Mighty? That thing? Sometimes I think you're too stupid to live, Tager. Try the weakest.
The weakest? That's odd. There's no such information in my database.
Well, if you don't get it now, you're never going to. I'm not going to waste my time explaining it.
Roger that. Next. Place the 13 objects necessary for Hakumen's retrieval in their designated positions.
One slip up and you'll blow the whole thing, meathead. So watch yourself, or I'll make you look like one of those comic book characters.
I won't make any mistakes, so there's no need for you to worry. By the way, there's one thing that I want to make clear.
What?
The equipment utilizes Armagus. I understand it's not against the beliefs of Sector 7 to use magic, but our purpose is to banish it. Will there be any issues?
The enemy is... All the library knows how to do is Ars Magus. So what better way to fight them than with their own medicine? I didn't have a lot of time to set up this trap, so I took a shortcut and used an Ars or two to exact my revenge.
Understood. Fight fire with fire, eh? Still, is it really possible to artificially create a time-space warp, even with the use of an Armagus?
You really think I'd send you to do something that was impossible? All you've got to do is make sure the trap works. It's just a matter of controlling imaginary number space anyway. Besides, I'll use my private this time. That should take care of any problems.
Private?
You won't live long trying to uncover a lady's secrets. All you need to know is that there's nothing for you to worry your tiny little head about.
Understood. There's one more thing I'd like to confirm. I heard that she is in the city. Lychee.
Lychee? So that lame-ass excuse for an apprentice is here too, huh? Well, if you have any spare time while you're there, confirm...
Kokonoe. Hey, Kokonoe. Disconnected. All this technology and we still have dead zones. Oh well. I guess I'll have to act at my own discretion as far as Lychee is concerned. TR-0009 Tager, commencing mission. I guess this is the last in this area.
Hey you, big man! What are you doing?
Do you need anything from me, little girl? It's dangerous. I suggest you stay away from here.
Are you hiding something yummy? So, what are you doing, big man?
I don't think this body is well suited for covert operations, Kokonoe.
Oh, I know! You hid something tasty there! Give some to Tao, meow!
What are you talking about? I'm neither a dog nor a cat. Do you think I would hide food in a place like this?
Then you won't mind me checking myself. I wouldn't believe you otherwise, meow.
If you continue to impede my progress, I will have to decommission you.
Oh, so you were a bad guy! I'm gonna have to beat you up!
Hey, are you serious?
The wheel of fate is turning. Rebel 1. Action! Counter. Counter. Counter.
Eat this! Eat this!
Counter.
No!
Finish!
Meow, you sure are strong.
I suggest you let your head do the thinking, not your stomach. Now go on home. So this is Ronin Guy. I hear a lot of Ikaruga citizens took refuge here after the war. This is Tager. What's the matter?
There was a big old spike in your brainwaves. I didn't know the Red Devil was so sentimental.
If this sensation is called sentimental, then I suppose you're right.
I thought your memories of the Ikaruga Civil War had been... Well, I guess there were a few cells still alive in there. The end of the war was a damn nightmare. The library decided to use Ikaruga as a testing ground for new weapons. Poor bastards didn't even have an army to fight back with. Guess it's a little hypocritical of me to criticize their tests when I've got no problem experimenting on the human body.
No. An experiment conducted on an individual and one conducted on a crowd are completely different. You can't treat them the same.
What the hell is this? I don't need emotional support from you.
I didn't mean it that way. I was just talking about general Machiavellian theory.
Really? Wow. Well, this conversation has just become a waste of my time. I'm gonna hang up now. You just get cracking on the next setup.
Roger. Now, I believe the next one is that way.
Stay where you are, weirdo!
Weirdo? Are you talking about me?
Indeed. I am Bang Shishigami, the vigilante who fights in the name of love and justice!
What do you want from me, Vigilante? I don't recall having a price tag on my head.
It's becoming all too clear to me. That conspicuous attire of yours. I can tell you're the kind of guy who's going to break the law.
What are you talking about? I must admit that's one hell of an accusation.
It's best to nip crime in the bud. Let's cut the chatter. I'll make you regret ever confronting me, Bang Shishigami!
You leave me no choice. I must eliminate you by force.
The wheel of fate is turning. Rebel 1, action! Counter.
Not good! What the?
Sledgehammer! Shatter!
Come on!
Sledgehammer!
This is Anuko to the back!
Dare you!
You'll be nothing! How could this be? How can justice fall before the might of evil?
I already told you that I'm not evil. He's unconscious. He should be fine, even if I leave him alone here. I've wasted too much time. I need to hurry to the next waypoint. So, this is Orient Town. It's got such energy and a thick, lived-in feel to it. This place isn't bad at all. All right, I guess I'll go find the setup coordinates.
Tager! You didn't come here to bring me back, did you?
The signal's giving out. I guess I'll have to call the shots. If we wanted to bring you back, we could have done so. You should thank Kokonoe. She's the reason no one pursued you after you decided to go AWOL.
So you're telling me to go back on my own. Is that it?
Right. If you've realized how selfish you've been, then return to the sector. Kokonoe will save you from being court-martialed.
Ugh. I refuse. I can't go back right now. I haven't found him yet.
Is that so? Still, I will have to report to Kokonoe that I found you here. That's my mission.
I understand that you have your mission, but I can't let you do that now.
You were the last person I wanted to cross fists with. But very well. Whenever you're ready.
The wheel of fate is turning. Rebel 1, action!
Hey!
You'll need more.
Power pure straight. Activate.
I dare you! I dare you!
Hey!
Get that power! Get that power!
Electromagnet. You asked for
Dodge!
it. Hey! Hey!
I dare you!
Return. Punch up.
Power of silence! Power of
Great wheel! Counter! 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 Chimp! Return! Counter! Finish!
Fists of steel!
I can't go back yet.
I'm sorry, Laichi.
Shame on you, son. It ain't right to hit a lady like that.
This power... You are... Jubei.
You know who I am, son. Now back off, unless you think you're a match for me.
I appreciate the opportunity, but I'm going to have to pass.
Laichi's gone and fainted. Poor girl couldn't take the stress.
I didn't think anyone could stop my fists. Not even one of the 6 heroes.
No anger behind those fists. Ain't hard to stop a fella what don't want to hurt you. But I can't abide you laying a hand on the lady here.
I didn't mean to hurt her. I just needed to know how determined she was.
Determined, huh? I reckon you're telling the truth. You leave her to me, son, and get yourself wherever it is you need to go. If she comes to while you're here, things are bound to get messy.
Thanks. I owe you one. That's absurd. I shouldn't dig too deep. Besides, it's not a very good idea to put Kokono in a bad mood. Kokono is asking too much this time. But it is my job, after all. What the hell's going on? Is there not a single guard on duty?
Huh. Not a single guard in the entire branch. Is this your doing, Red Devil?
No, it was like this when I arrived.
A most plausible lie. And you want me to believe that? Don't you think that's a little too convenient?
Naturally, I wouldn't expect the murderer who needlessly slaughtered Ikaruga's guardian to hear me out.
Guardian? Who's that?
You're too dangerous for your own good. I'm gonna need to take you down.
Take me down? Funny. Then what are you waiting for?
The wheel of fate is turning. Rebel 1, action!
Wait! Blade. Here.
Stand down!
There.
I can still fight!
No.
Think you can dodge this?
No.
Counter!
Slow. Damn. Nice.
Finish!
Obstacle!
I lost to the Red Devil.
This is the result of your own conceit. I guess you're just a rookie after all. I guess the basic construction here is very similar to the sector.
You, why have you come here?
You should already know. I came here to retrieve you. Hakumen.
Retrieve? I do not recall making such a request.
From the moment you were rescued from the boundary, Kokonoe has been your master. And we can't exactly allow a domesticated hound to roam free, now can we?
An interesting thing to say. You're telling the dog, who happened to be found that day, to listen to the cat?
Indeed, it was a coincidence. Sector 7 aims to kill the Seether at its source. You were just a byproduct Kokonoe found along the line. Coincidence or not, that's irrelevant to her. She only sees you as another sample, a tool to research the original units that lie dormant within the boundary.
Your purpose is of no interest to me. I exist only to eradicate evil from this earth. I am not bound by the whim of that Grimalkin. You in Sector 7 wish to dispose of Seether and return the world to how it once was. Ask yourself, is what you desire truly just?
What do you mean, just?
Think, fool. The world of today thrives on Seether. Were it to disappear, would that world not end? Perhaps your actions will hurt the world rather than save it. Losing Seether could bring humanity to its knees in a way the Black Beast could never have managed. How can you know this and still believe in Sector 7?
What I have faith in isn't Sector 7. It's Kokonoe. Since that day, and from now on. That won't change.
So you have given your faith to the Grimalkin. How amusing. So you are a man who lives by what he believes. Your determination is refreshing. But if you wish to retrieve me, you must do so by force. I am the White Void. I am the cold steel. I am the just sword. With blade in hand shall I reap the sins of this world and cleanse it in the fires of destruction. I am Hakumen. The end has come.
Then prove to me my beliefs are wrong.
The wheel of fate is turning. Rebel 1. Action! Counter.
Impudent.
Power of
The final judgment. Infinity. That.
I dare you!
Judgment. Whoa!
Nothing.
Yes.
Nothing. Here goes.
Distortion finished.
I did not expect that you would fare this well. Perhaps I have misjudged you in your so-called belief.
Can you hear me, Kokonoe? The devices are in place. Get ready to warp the target.
Roger! Get away from Hakumen so you don't get dragged in yourself, meathead!
Let me ask you one thing.
What?
Do you really think that master of yours, the Grimalkin, deserves your faith?
That's none of your concern.
Huh. I seem to have struck a nerve. Until we meet again.
Huh? So, you're Ragna the Blood Edge, huh?
So what if I am? What are you gonna do about it, Sector 7's Red Devil?
Nothing.
Huh. So you're not here for a fight.
Capturing you is only secondary. And I'm afraid I don't have enough energy remaining to complete that task.
Is that right? Well, I didn't want to get dragged into anything complicated either. Thanks for saving me the trouble.
Don't let me get in your way.
Well, thanks for being so considerate.
I just carry out my missions as I am told. Nothing more, nothing less. So there's no need to thank me. This is Tager. My mission's complete. Now returning to base.
Forget about the damn reports. Just get your ass back here. Teleportation went well enough, but that damn Hakumen really gets on my nerves.
Roger that. I'll return as fast as I can.
Oh, Tager.
What is it?
Nothing. I was just remembering something. Back when I picked you up.
What's gotten into you? Reminiscing about the past?
Yeah, I am. Something wrong with that?
Hardly. It just didn't seem like something you would do.
Out of character, huh? Yeah, well, now that you mention it, I guess I am pretty busy these days. Not a lot of time for memory lane. Too busy to remember if those days went by fast or slow.
Okay, now you've got me worried. You're being way too sentimental. Or are you just relieved Hakumen's been recovered?
Relieved? No. I just hate how powerless I am. By the way, Tager.
Do you still need something?
Oh, it's not that. It's just... Thanks for everything you've done for me.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that.
I said thanks for everything you've done for me. Especially for all the stuff you've done on this particular mission. What, you think it's strange for me to say thanks?
I wouldn't say strange, but I believe that was the first time you've ever thanked me. So I was just surprised.
Really? Huh. Thought I mentioned it before.
The connection is breaking up. I'll hear the rest when I return to base.
All right. I can't wait to see you again. I'm sorry, Tager.
Really? Is something wrong with you, Kokonoi? You are acting awfully strange today. Those words I was about to utter, along with everything else on the face of this rotten world, disintegrated in a few moments.
I'm sorry, Tager.
For a second, I thought I just heard Kokonoe's voice again. There's no need to worry. I'm sure you'll find me once again. I, too, look forward to that day.